So my name is Duku Silver, and I am a first year student at QT. So I used to be just like you last year, sitting up there and listening to these wonderful people talk, and this year I am one of them, which I am actually grateful for. And at the moment I am studying a Bachelor of Human Services, and I'm enjoying uni. I'm loving it. So the first thing I want to say is that university is full of opportunity. I've only been here for about 7 months, and in these 7 months, firstly, I had the opportunity to become a uni ambassador. So the first thing which I was actually honored to do was go back to my old school and hand out these students with potential with awards. And the second opportunity which I had was to represent QT in Hong Kong. So it was a University Scholars Leadership Symposium, so it was a big conference, and at this conference over 70 people from over 57 countries came together to discuss humanitarian events. So if you can't see me, I am right there holding an Australia and a Uganda flag, and as you can see, there's like so many people from different countries. So I was really privileged enough to have the opportunity to travel this, and it was QT paid for all of my expenses. And I'm not saying this to impress you, but I'm saying this to impress upon you that it is possible, because if someone told me that I'll be doing what I was doing a year ago, I wouldn't believe it with my stories and that. So about me, my name is Duku Silver, like I said before, and I was born in Uganda, but I am originally a South Sudanese. But I was born in Uganda because back in the 90s, when conflict was taking place in my home country, my parents had to flee to Uganda and seek asylum there. So I was born in a refugee camp in a family of 9. And I know that to some of you, that may seem like a huge family, but to us, that is like an average family, to be honest. Some of you know what I mean. So we lived in the refugee camp for all that I could remember until we came to Australia in 2010. 2007, sorry about that. So when I came here, English was my biggest problem. The only word I knew in English was the word yes. So whenever someone asked for my name, I'll say yes. And I remember one time the teacher asked me what's 9 plus 10. I was just down there like, yes. Yeah, and when I came here, I couldn't speak English, and because of this, I didn't really fit in with other students, and with my complexion, it was really difficult for me to communicate with other students. So, and as a result, at some occasions, I got bullied. And when I got bullied, I ended up developing the characteristic of a bully. So what happened was I ended up becoming the bully myself, and I got into a lot of troubles. So at one incident when I was in grade 10, I got into a big fight, and as a result, my parents got called into the school, and the school told me that the following year, I will not be able to start school there. So the following year, what I decided to do was, I decided that education was important, because I wasn't just doing it for myself, but I was doing it for my future family, for my family, and for my country too. So I decided that I wanted to get higher education. So, and luckily, the new school which I went to started taking us to explore uni days. So for some of you who don't know what that is, it's where your school brings you to a uni for about a day, and then you learn all this cool stuff. So the following year, I became a house leader. I was one of the coolest. Answers. So why am I studying human services at the moment? And human services is all about helping people, and I believe that having a good health begins at a young age. And personally, I would like to inspire young people to have a life meaning worth living for. So my favorite part, high school versus university. You know, when I was in high school, I had to attend 25 hours a week, and it was a must. So if I didn't go, my parents would be called, and they'll say I'm absent. But at university now, I study, my timetable is 15 hours a week, and I can choose whenever to come to uni or just stay home and do all of my work on my computer. And at high school, you study the 6 subjects and your timetable is given to you, but at university, you study whatever you want. And you don't have to go to the tax shop to buy food. You can go to Woolworths, Boost, you know, we got Subways. I enjoy those. So this is how my timetable looks like at the moment. So when you guys are like, when you guys on Wednesdays, when you guys are not in class, guess what I'm doing? I'm fishing. So that is me about 3 weeks ago, you know, I caught some fish. You can see the smile on my face right there. So my final tips for high school. So my first one is focus on your studies. So decide that education is important in your life. That's the choice which I made, and that choice is got me this far, and I'm still going. So my other advice is that we don't have to be perfect. I know that at some point in your life, you feel like you're not perfect enough to do a certain thing. You know, you may say to yourself that, oh, I'm too down, oh, I'm too skinny, oh, I'm too fat, oh, I'm not smart enough. But I'm telling you today, we don't have to be perfect. It's like, we don't have to be perfect to get what we want, to do what we want, to have what we want, and to be what we want. You want to finish high school? You don't have to be perfect. You want to get into uni and get a degree? You don't have to be perfect. You want to do your PhD? You don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie. Could you all repeat after me, please? We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie. Come on. We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
You guys can do better than that. We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
One more. We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
We don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
So my other advice is enjoy high school. You know, I had some of my most enjoyable memories from high school. So enjoy high school and think about going to university. Even if you don't get even if you don't get the opportunity to go straight to university, you can always go through TAFE, and you know that will lead you to your path. So thank you guys, and any questions? Thank you very much.